Let's play! Whoa!
What business do you have here,
Wait,
legal
wait,
assistant?
wait. I'm so sorry. I was doing the whole intro thing. What was happening there?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, were you going like into the case already?
Yeah.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, you're fine. That's my bad. I forgot you do your intro.
Oh, no, that's no problem at all. I mean, I just want to make sure, like, oh, whoops.
Sorry.
Um,
Ugh.
hold on really quick. I got a message here. So I'm told, ooh, okay. So we just got a heads up that apparently the word that we refuse to say is going to keep showing up
Okay.
in the latter half of this case. Now, you guys might be coughing, excuse me. You guys might be wondering why I refuse to say that word or anything like that, or Danny. We just don't like that word. We don't like what's associated, and I don't care if people don't agree with that. It's just an explanation. So, anyway, I'll go ahead and save. Well, technically, yeah, I'll save on this one. Back we go. Excuse me. I was doing better with the coughing. Now it's like.
Ugh.
Alright. Blah, 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 blah.
Let me know when you're on the judge.
Now we have to judge.
Okay. And what business do you have here, legal?
Ha! And I was actually starting to worry, but it's just a legal assistant, a woman even.
Boy?
Wow, you dick. First and foremost, there's no place for women in the Supreme Court.
I forgot, this is still 1900s, so
Yeah.
women weren't really thought highly of back in the day.
I am well aware of that. Please, just spare me 5 minutes of your time. There is a piece of evidence I must deliver to the defense.
Pah! Too late. This trial's already over, save for the sentencing.
You get 5 minutes, and not a second more.
Your Honor!
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Who are you?
There's no time to explain. Hurry, take this.
This is written in English. It looks like some kind of report.
These are Giselle Britt's research documents.
They belong to her?
Earlier, after the recess ended, I went to Imperial Yume University. I borrowed these from Dr. Watson's laboratory.
Do you want me to
Oh,
talk for
shoot,
Asogi
sorry.
now, or the judge? What's gonna be easier for you?
If you could do the judge, that'd be great.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I missed his line.
That's okay.
I see. Then this woman really was doing research with the doctor.
Are you implying that this research has something to do with this incident?
I don't know. After all, I wasn't here to listen to the trial.
Oh, that's right.
Characteristics, reactions to, and the effects of the human body of, Curer?
Curer? What is that? I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Time's up! I demand that this malcontent legal assistant be removed from the court at once.
I hadn't the time to do more than glance over the document.
Sorry.
But I did provide.
No, you're good.
But I did provide a simplified summary of its contents at the front. Please take a look through it for. Please take a look through it for yourselves, if you would.
Got it. Thank you so much. It's the subject of Giselle's study of Imperial Yume University. This report describes a poison still unknown in Japan. I want to take a look at that right now.
I knew it!
Let's see. Summary. Prepared from a vine now classified as that.
Strychnos?
Oh, is that?
Strychnos toxifera.
Is that how you say strychnos?
I guess so.
Strychnos toxifera. It is now it is only known to grow in the jungles of the Amazon. Since ancient times, the natives of that land have used it to hunt. Characteristics effect, even a very small dosage instantly paralyzes all muscles in the body. It's a fatal and deadly poison. The poison is effective when it enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blow dart. The hell? Since its effect paralyzes all muscles in the body, it is being considered for use as an anesthetic. But due to the paralysis of the body, allowing patients to breathe is a problem that would need to be resolved.
Huh.
So this blow dart thing, I'm going to have to remember, I'm thinking. It says it's entered through the wound. Would a burn wound be something? Or no, no, we're assuming he was already dead. Never mind.
Yeah. It entered the body. Maybe.
But let's just say he drank it, then it still enters the body.
Yeah.
It's just weird how they say it's effective through a wound.
Yeah. I don't know. We may have to get more information on that.
Yeah. But at least we got some things.
Oh, shoot.
You're good.
Now then, I wish you good fortune. She's so cute!
Oh.
Well, actually, now that she's gone,
Okay,
I can still take. I can take over the judge. It doesn't matter.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
Okay.
We cannot keep our British guests waiting any longer. I will ask you one last time. Does either prosecution or defense wish to present any more evidence?
Of course not. This trial already has more than enough evidence.
Naruto, you have no longer the liberty of choice. This is quite literally your final chance.
Yeah, I know. Your Honor, please allow us to present this piece of evidence.
I recognize that fire in your eyes. That's the steadfast fire of a Japanese man who doesn't know the meaning of retreat.
And diarrhea, possibly.
Witness, Miss Britt, may I ask you a question?
Oh dear, what?
Would you be willing to stay with us just a short while longer?
I do appreciate the invitation. But it is almost time for my afternoon tea. Thus I'll have to excuse myself.
Miss Britt, I asked politely out of respect towards you and your homeland. You may not have understood me, but I will not take no for an answer.
I can't help but think. You Japanese all defy basic logic.
Wow. I'm sorry to impose, my lady. Now, attorney, present new evidence that you believe warrants further investigation.
I'm guessing her report.
Report.
Giselle Britt. It appears you were conducting research in Dr. Watson's research facilities. Or faculties, whatever it was. And what's more, you happen to be researching a deadly poison. Strange coincidence, eh? What?
Deadly poison? What's the meaning of this? Its name is Curare. It is a deadly poison that requires only a small dose to cause certain death.
What manner of joke is this? You must have gone off the deep end. Curare? I've never heard of a poison like that.
Of course you haven't.
What?
There's no reason that you would know what it is. After all, until today, this poison was never known to exist in the Japanese Empire.
It was never known to exist. Yes. In other words, the Imperial Police can examine all they like, but they'd never be able to detect this poison. Simply because the methods to detect it haven't been developed in Japan. What?
Order! Order! Order in the court! Do poisons as terrifying as that really exist? According to these research documents written by Miss Britt, The hunting tribes of South America have used this poison to hunt since ancient times. To the researchers and medical students in Europe, this seems to be common knowledge.
They hunt with poison?
It's a deadly poison extracted from the bark of trees that grow in the Amazon jungle. It was discovered after explorers brought some back to Europe. If you were to be hit by a blow dart smeared with it, its poison would kill you instantly. Isn't that right, miss?
Your claims are all nonsense! First off, if the victim was poisoned, then... he would have been writhing in pain! Everyone in La Quantos would have noticed!
Indeed. Your thoughts, detective. Certainly. If a man was writhing in pain, I would have... Oh, sorry, that's you.
That's okay.
Gosh. So many people in this case.
I know, this is a hell of a first case. I'm not getting any buffering on my end, just in case people are wondering. Certainly. If a man was writhing in pain, I would have been on the scene immediately. But come to think of it, I don't remember the doctor being in pain.
According to these documents, the complete opposite should be expected.
What? The opposite?
The victim did not exhibit any manner of being in pain. That is in itself could be evidence that Curare was used. What do you mean by that? Please explain. The instant this poison enters the body, it will paralyze all muscle. In other words, you would lose the ability to move any of your limbs. Even if the victim felt any pain, he or she would not be able to express it.
My word.
Of course, if he lost control of his muscles, the victim would collapse. However, if he used a chair to prop the body up, any bystander would be none the wiser.
But Sogi, there's something I don't quite understand. How does paralyzing only the muscles result in an instant death? You can't breathe.
Yeah. You might regret asking that question. Of course, the victim can no longer move once the poison takes hold. Remember, your respiratory system needs to use your muscles as well. Poison prevents that.
Then he wouldn't be able to breathe?
In short, the most accurate cause of death would be suffocation. For several minutes, the victim is still conscious, but unable to move or cry for help.
Inconceivable!
To any onlookers, it would seem like a painless, instant death. But for the victim, I couldn't imagine a more cruel death.
This kind of bothered me because it happened to Watson.
Yeah, oh, that's the truth of Curare. Then this glass bottle, does it really contain that cruel, deadly poison?
That's enough nonsense from you. We don't know the poison, so we can't detect it. Don't play games with me.
Excuse me, may I speak?
A student quibbling with nonsensical theories. How about you...
The one who ought to be learning is you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am!
Is this how you Japanese always handle?
What do you mean?
Stealing a lady's research document, waving them around as if they were your discovery? Barbaric isn't strong enough word to describe you monsters.
Rest assured that we feel the same way about you.
Why would you filthy ants think you could look down on me?
Taking advantage of those less learned to get away with murder? That sounds barbaric enough to me. Do you disagree, milady?
All that aside, I, Ouchie, refuse to accept your claims. You claim this fair lady is a wielder of the poison that we don't even know of? What a farce! What's so funny? And don't say my wiener.
Fair.
Excuse me, Your Honor, was it?
Yes, Miss Britt.
May I borrow that glass bottle for a moment?
Yes, I suppose that's fine. Does she break it?
That's what I was like. Don't give it to her, you dumbasses.
Ooh.
Water.
She's gonna drink it to prove it, isn't she?
Probably, because Danny and I are on the same page about something.
Mm-hmm.
You little Japanese cretins should learn to be not so conceited.
What are you on about now?
From a British woman's perspective, this farce is nothing more than child's play. Fraudulent police and a petulant husk of a court. It's laughable.
Ugh.
But it's about time we end this childish game. Cheers.
She drinks it, of course.
And they're all gonna freak out. Oh! What are you doing?
Mere carbonated water, now flat. Fitting indeed for such a dull court as this.
So don't. It's not the time to fart.
Sorry.
Oh my. What's the matter? You all look like you've seen a ghost.
Then there was no Carrere inside that glass bottle?
Your face tells me that you can't believe it. But that's the truth.
It's not butter.
I must thank you for presenting the results of my research in your Supreme Court. You've done a fine job, little boy. Now, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
May I finally take my leave this time? I think I've cooperated with you enough for one day. Even if it is for the sake of our empires.
I apologize, my lady. Words cannot express my gratitude. That's impossible! There had to have been poison inside that bottle. So then, how? How could she drink it all and it still be standing up there alive and well? I don't understand!
I'm glad I had the chance to enjoy this one-act comedy here on the tiny island. My friends in Britain are sure to laugh at this lovely little story.
Did that bottle contain poison or not? And if it did, then why is she still standing? I should already have all the clues needed to answer this question. Is there really a deadly poison contained within that bottle? Not the bottle!
Yeah, it's not the bottle.
That's all we're gonna say right now. It's not the bottle that has the that has the poison. And this is where our revelation kind of came in a little while ago. Well, Danny's more than I. She had it long before I did. But yeah, I think you guys might know where we're going with this, but we're not gonna say it just yet. So I say there is not poison in that bottle. I guess there wasn't any poison in that bottle.
What? Not a hoodoo.
Well, if there was, then she should be dead.
Sometimes your naivete is so mystifying. It leaves me in a fog. Maybe you should be a clear... maybe you should be a clear dark knight, like our school's uniform.
Is that really what our uniform is supposed to represent? Batman?
I will give you... Oh.
What?
What? I'll have to give you a penalty for that reckless statement.
No, I feel like drinking poison myself. Huh?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, obviously we're jumping the gun. What? No, even then, I'm still getting confused about something.
I should already have the clues I need to answer. Is there really a deadly poison in that bottle?
I mean, we have... I think I know how it's done, but Okay, so, you know, for now, we'll just say there is and see where it goes.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Oh, hold on.
Oops, already clicked it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, no, take your time. Where are you looking at?
I just want to look at the bottle again.
So, sparkling water that Giselle and the victim were drinking on the day of the incident, it was on the victim's table. And they keep saying they don't know if there's anything in there. They kept saying that.
Okay.
So...
I thought I could see something.
Mm.
Well, the penalties disappeared, so I thought we were in the clear.
They tricked our asses.
Son of a duck.
The culprit laced Dr. Watson's carbonated water with pure air. No. The defense insists on this claim.
What?
You amateur! What are you getting at now? There's no way the bottle could have had any poison in it. Just because she drank it on her own volition?
Indeed, it is an obvious contradiction.
There may very well be an explanation for that contradiction. What? Let's think about this mystery, step by step. The answer must be in the court record.
Now, defendant. No, you deserve to be called an attorney.
Yay.
I ask that you present your evidence. Why is the witness still standing after drinking water laced with pure air? Let me look at her notes again.
Yeah.
Even a small dose. Oh! Because it has to enter. I guess it has to enter through a wound? That's the condition.
Yeah, but that's weird. I mean, because it's like enter a wound or drinking it, it's still entering your body.
Yeah, your stomach, but it's not your bloodstream.
Oh shit, you're right.
So you could drink it, no problem.
That's weird.
But then how did it get into his body?
Like,
If he had no wound.
At least no wound that they saw. No, damn, the gunshot wound. I mean, can we assume... Actually, no, because like...
With the burn?
Well, so that's the only thing I'm thinking of. I mean, No, because we're assuming that he was already paralyzed. That's
dead,
why.
Yeah.
That's why it got marked. So that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, well, through a wound. Like, what about the bullet wound? But more than anything, that bullet wound was probably there after.
Yeah. But what if?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this step by step. Let's present this report.
The report?
Yep. The answer we need is, of course, within the witness's research documents. They couldn't give us any kind of answer. After all, this document and the English language are impossible for us to understand. You impertinent amateur! Do not dare ridicule me! I'm not trying to ridicule you. I'm just not putting on... I'm not putting on airs. What?
Indeed, the document is far too large for us to read here. Defense, why the frick? Why is it skipping? Hold on.
Skipping on your end?
Yeah. Indeed, this document is far too large for us to read here. Defense, excuse me, defense, I suggest you be more specific.
Wait a minute.
I think it is the wound. Oh!
Wait.
Oh! No!
Wait, no, hold on. You're getting something, and I want to get there, too. I mean, okay, we agree it's in the wound. That has to be done. But if he didn't get shot beforehand, and it's not the burn, what other wound did he have?
What other wound did he have? Such as inflicted by a blow dart. How tiny is a blow dart?
It's tiny, pretty damn tiny. Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Look at your other pieces of evidence. Just scroll through it just to go to the left and see what you remember.
I mean, his photograph. I mean, yeah, he has a gunshot wound. That's nothing. Because that was done afterwards. Oh, wait.
You remember?
Wait, I have an idea, but I don't know if this is what we're thinking about here. What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of... Okay. Remember what he did earlier that day?
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Are you suggesting because of his wisdom tooth extraction, that's a wound?
Yeah, because you have
it's an open.
when they take your teeth out,
it's an open.
you have
thing.
an open wound.
Wow.
And that's why so maybe he did eat the steak?
No. No. He didn't eat it.
No, sorry. Oh, he didn't eat it.
It was.
So what if
it was in the drink. It was in a bottle, but because he's drinking it, it's obviously gonna hit the wound.
Yeah. And ends up in his bloodstream, and paralyzes him. Okay, but it's actually I think it's the characteristics.
Yeah, I'm double checking that. Conditions. Oh yeah, characteristics, conditions. Yes.
I was like,
Actually, let me take a look at the people really quick. I just want to see something.
people.
So we haven't checked this in a while. So, Uzukumaru is 38. Salman is 67. Giselle is 24. Yep. That 16-year-old Susatu.
So cute.
My fault. I thought she was a lot older. So, okay. Characteristics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up until now, I've heard a lot about Curer. And this is just one thing that caught my attention.
And what was that?
Primitive tribes use this poison to hunt. They smear blow darts of poison before shooting their prey.
Indeed, that seems correct so far.
Naturally, these hunters proceed to eat their kills, right? So what are you getting at? Think about it. The carcass still has traces of the poison in its blood.
That's right.
Normally, people wouldn't eat meat tainted with poison, right?
Yeah, you could say that again. I wouldn't dream of eating something like that.
That's when I realized. In this document, there's an explanation under characteristics. It states that symptoms only occur when a poison enters through a wound.
What? A wound?
The specificity is... you know what's weird? I can say the word, but it just won't come out of my mouth properly.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Specificity of it caught my eye. Specificity caught my eye. You guys know what I'm saying. This is fine. In other words, the truth to be discerned from this document is this. Curer, when entered through a wound, is a deadly poison. However, when it ingested, Curer is completely harmless. What? Miss Britt, you knew of Curer's special characteristics. That's why you could drink it all with such overflowing confidence.
You impudent little... Whoa! Damned brat! No one's gonna mention she got a bird on her head?
I mean, yeah, no, this is completely normal.
She got swans on her head, but don't call her a swan head.
Oh.
Naruto! You're far exceeding my expectations. You really do have potential as an attorney.
Sogi? Do I? An attorney? As if such a convenient poison actually exists in the first place. Okay.
Look, an ignorant little monkey thinks he's grasped real intelligence for the first time. But all you can do is swing it around him ineptly like a new toy.
Hey.
Shut up.
I'm gonna swing whatever I want. You leave me alone. Cut to the chase.
There is a fatal contradiction in that sloppy claim of yours, little boy.
Little boy?
Contradiction?
As you may have guessed, curare is a poison that's safe to drink. We believe that it's neutralized when it reacts with stomach acid.
Totally makes sense, doesn't it? What's this about stomach acid?
However, if it is safe to drink this deadly poison, wouldn't the good doctor have survived drinking it?
Ah! Indeed!
That makes sense.
We civilized people call this science. Do you follow so far, little boy?
Order in the court. If both of them drank the same poison, then naturally the results will be the same. Then that means...
This poison called curare has nothing to do with the incident.
Yes, it does! Exactly. Even that should be comprehensible to a little boy left behind by civilization.
I'm tripping out! What is this feeling?
He wants to shout objection.
Something is welling up inside me. Come on,
Don't.
brain! Stop being stupid! Something I've never felt before. The conviction to stand against contradictions. A feeling like righteous anger. I'll strike with all I have. It all starts with the tip of my finger. Ahem. Time to corner my prey. Is this brain blast time? Oh.
I knew it.
Don't play stupid, Giselle.
Where did you fire that? Where did that fire in your eyes come from?
You already know the answer. Even if both you and the victim drank from the very same bottle of water, you already know why only the victim died. You know the reason for this contradiction.
I order you to present your evidence, attorney. If our witness can drink this so-called deadly poison without batting an eye, why did only the victim succumb to the poison? Medical report.
Present!
No, don't examine it. Sorry.
You're good. Oh, this is the objection theme? I like it.
Oh. It's alright.
I like the other theme, like the main... Hey, hold on, this is actually bumping pretty good, though. I like this still.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah. But I definitely like the main theme of the game. It's really good. Anyway. Dr. Watson and the witness did indeed drink the same water. But don't think of the water. Think of the main differences between the people who drank it.
What differences do you have in mind?
Curare only becomes poisonous when it enters the blood through a wound. Thus, if a healthy person ingests it, it's entirely harmless. However, if it passed over an open wound as you drank it, why do you suppose would happen? Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. It's dropping frames again.
Uh-oh.
Come on, we were doing good for like 40 minutes. What the hell?
I like that.
It is nice. Like it still has that cornered objection tone to it. So that's what I enjoy. Come on, Twitch, fix yourself. Damn.
Probably because a lot of people are starting to stream.
And it is, well, yeah. They said they're gonna there's gonna a lot of ingestion during this time. Oof, it is a bad one. This one's going on for quite a while. I do apologize, guys. Okay, nope, I jinxed it. As soon as I went to the green, it went right back down. Don't do this to me now. Come on, we're so close.
Please.
We're so damn close.
I say we probably have like 45 minutes left, maybe. That's a guess.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh wow, it dropped to 0. Oh, never mind, went back up. Jeez, why the hell is it? Come on! It's just continuously dropping right now. This is ridiculous. And I lowered my bit rates like crazy, so...
So that may be just Twitch.
It could be just my end just being stupid for this time being. Let me check. I'm checking Twitch. Yeah, oh my god, it dropped more than stock market. Like, it just went down. And it's not going back up. What the hell? And it's still in the red. We may have to wait a little while. Whew. Just in case you guys may not be able to hear me, we just took a break, Muhammad. That's the thing. So we may just have to hold on until this fixes itself. Like, it hasn't even gone to the green at all this time. So audio is fine, so... And that's why it's like, I don't mind so much if the game is doing it. We can stay on an image or a screen, whatever. It sucks when it's going to happen, like, right here. We can catch up with chat during this time. It's something.
Yeah.
So. Justin's like, oh, so what have you been up to, Danny?
Oh, let me go back to chat. I had to check an email real quick.
No, you're good.
I've been, trying to record, stay up to task on my voice acting so I don't get rusty. Hanging out with the Boo thing and not going anywhere.
It's a life for a lot of us right now.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'm going to check my emails. Come on.
If it's continuing like this, I don't know if I'll be able to stream tonight.
It might just be on my end. That's the problem. It might be fine on you, but for me, it's just saying, screw you. Mahlis and Hetchy Hog, thank you so much for the follow. Like an hour ago. I apologize. I'm just reading it now. But now I'm trying to get through everything. Like, every time it goes up a little bit more, it just keeps dropping. Like, it's a legit consistent frame drop. It's ridiculous. Now I'm at, and now I was at 0. If it does that for too long, then the whole stream just cuts, and then a new one starts. I definitely don't want that to happen. Oh,
Getting to put on a headband? Who a headband?
oh, you know what? There's some type of like streamer showdown happening right now. Maybe. No, if that would be all of Twitch, then not just me.
Right.
Yeah, so it's on my end. It's just I don't know why. No, it's definitely on my end for sure, guys. It's just weird because
I'm fine.
If my internet was acting all stupid, then like here I am talking to Danny all like no problem whatsoever. Something OBS is not cooperating with me sometimes. Other times, like as I stream, it's perfect. Other days, it's like, screw you. So, I don't know.
Can you still hear me?
No, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
No, it's not the game. It's OBS. And like I'm hardwired into it. Oh, we're in the green. Son of a bitch! I jinxed myself. Like no, like it's the internet. Like I'm hardwired in. Everything else is fine. It could be that because my parents are streaming whatever at the same time, but they do that all the damn time. I can't do anything about that. The music sounds funny. Sounds fine on my end, but then your audio might be jacked up too because of what's going on. Okay, I don't want to open my big mouth, but it looks like it's okay now. We're in the solid green, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the green. No, like they watch streamed content, Poe Girl. That's what I mean. All right. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Let's get going before it does jacks up again.
Hurry!
An open wound. Yes. For example, maybe a certain someone visited a dental clinic. Maybe he had a tooth removed. Ah! Giselle, you've mentioned a few times. You were aware that Dr. Watson has tooth extracted.
Then the witness used that to her advantage.
What's happening? Why is she laughing?
Since we've come this far, I shall reiterate what I said earlier. Truly, this is like a child's game, a mock trial filled to the brim with naivety.
What do you mean?
This is what I mean, little boy.
Oh.
The hell's she doing?
Oh. Sorry, I was really entranced for a minute.
What accident might befall this precious evidence you handed over so carelessly?
Don't!
Allow me to teach you an important lesson.
This bit.
Bitch! And that's what happens.
Oh my. Whatever will you do? Your precious little evidence is gone now.
What? What?
Well, what on earth just happened?
That Britt just smashed the bottle to pieces.
This trial is held up by the Supreme Court. What kind of disgrace is this? What are you doing, bailiff? Quickly, retrieve what water you can immediately.
A futile effort. This carpet is a gift from the British Empire. It does quite a fine job of absorbing water. Your methods aren't advanced enough to collect any. Safe to say, it's impossible.
How could you do this? You won't get away with this.
Well, no matter how hard this little boy cries and slams his desk, we will never find out whether or not the bottle contained poison for the rest of eternity.
You monster!
While on the other hand, the evidence that supports my claim yet stands. Isn't that right, Sir Prosecutor?
Yes, you speak of this photograph.
That is right. Anyone who sees this photograph would agree. The poor doctor was sitting with his back turned to me. The only one who could have shot the victim from the front is this little boy.
Here's what really happened. On that day, you used Career to poison the victim. Following that, in order to pin that crime on Ryunosuke Naharuto, You took action when you saw him picking up the pistol from the floor. You drew your own concealed weapon and shot the doctor's corpse. Then, in ensuring the chaos, all you had to do was rotate the chair around the body. With that in mind, you're still a suspect.
You've got quite an imagination, little boy. I concealed the pistol. I shot his corpse. There's no evidence in the world that would prove that.
Exactly! As long as there isn't any evidence, the prosecution's stance will not change. The victim, Dr. Watson, was shot by Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The defendant is the one and only suspect. Gah! Darn it! This is absurd! We've come so far, and now she's going to get away like this! All we can do is watch as she destroys evidence for her own gain?
Naruhodo!
Asogi! Donkey!
I knew you. Oh my god. I helped you come this far, but now the trial is in your hands.
Huh? Why me?
We have lost our decisive evidence. Right now, if there are any final clues, they can only be within your mind.
Within my mind?
Remember? You said at least you have confidence in your own observation.
But of course! We can just forget that I managed to overlook that flashy Western diva.
Think back to the moment of the crime. Remember what you saw, remember what you felt. Even the colors and the smells.
Huh. What I saw and what I felt? Even the colors. Oh. Wait, hold on really quick. Is that shown in the image?
No. I'm like...
Yeah, I'm like magnifying the living crap out of it. It's not even in the image. I mean, you would think that if there was any color, the stain would show a little bit, yeah?
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy about all that.
Okay.
I wonder, does the answer really lie dormant within my chromatic memories?
So he has eidetic memory then.
A clue that points toward a culprit who shot Dr. Watson.
I'm guessing it's the blood since they highlighted it.
Yeah, it exists.
Does exist.
Sogi, I think I may have found it. The clue that lies dormant within my memories.
Truly, you never cease to amaze. Take that clue and shove it in their faces.
Right! I'll do just that! There's one strange feeling that lies dormant within my memories. Could that be the key that opens a door to the truth? Kingdom Hearts?
I knew it.
Oh, the clue that reveals that the true culprit is... I mean, it's the only thing that stands out like crazy. Okay, hold on really quick. I'm gonna take a look at the image again.
It doesn't have it. It's not there.
Like, it doesn't really... I don't know. Like, I'm not seeing any form of stain. It's on the outside. It's not on the plate itself. It's on the, like, the wooden plank under it, right?
Yeah, you can't, like, I see, like, a faint outline. Not an outline. No, yeah, I do a little faint outline, but it's not...
Yeah, okay, do you... Maybe? Like, I see something, but, like, it doesn't look like much compared to what we see now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, it's the blood. Detective Hosonaga, I've got a question for you. Yes? How can I help you? Looks like he's still in shock from that glass bottle shattering.
Yeah.
As I recall, you claim that you always strive for perfection, right? Exactly. Then, Detective, is it safe to assume that you confiscated everything from the scene? Including, perhaps, the beefsteak plate that was left on the victim's table? Okay, I couldn't even read anything before he told me to shut up.
Right?
What manner of joke is this?
It's no joke. This is all about my memories.
What of your memories?
At the time, I was an eyewitness, too. I saw what was shown in this photograph of the scene.
You okay?
Yep. Notice the wooden slab being used to carry the beefsteak. I saw the blood on it. What?
So? I'm sure it splattered onto it after you shot the doctor.
Wrong. Try again. Take a closer look at how everything and everyone is arranged in the photo. The beefsteak plate is more or less located directly behind the victim. If I shot the doctor from the front, then it would be impossible for the blood to splash onto the plate behind him. Ah!
I see. If there are bloodstains on the plate, then that would mean the person who shot the victim would be sitting on the other side of the table. That would be none other than Giselle Britt. What?
The audacity of such a ridiculous claim is galling. Your own memories? Do you really expect us to believe a murderer's tales?
Mata!
Oh,
I, Satoru Hosonaga. I believe that I became a detective for the sake of this very moment.
oh.
Detective Hosonaga? Then you mean... Of course, I did indeed bring it with me. All in the name of honest crime scene preservation. Call me a crime scene thief if you must. I even took the half-eaten meat.
What?
This lady's meal, even the soldier's meal. I confiscated it all indiscriminately in the name of justice. Present it for inspection right away. We have to see if Giselle's plate has blood on it.
Detective! I order you to present the beefsteak that was at the victim's table on the day of the incident.
Yes, sir! Smells good. I apologize for the delay. This is the beefsteak in question. So what about the blood? Did you find any? It's impossible! It can't be there!
Quickly now, present it to the court. Show us all the blood.
Very well. Look to your heart's content. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Where's the blood?
I don't see any.
No! No! Why? I know I saw it. I swear it was there.
It's the stakes were switched. Cause that's a full one right there.
Yeah, I'm still confused about that. Did she take another person's steak?
Then she's even worse of a person.
Bitch, don't touch my steak. The plate of beefsteak was right behind the doctor, and there was blood on it.
You ought to see the look on your face, little boy. Everyone in the civilized world knows that the Japanese can't be trusted.
Jesus. Ah! I couldn't agree more. You damn Japanese. What?
Oh, great.
Ouchie. You. Wow. Okay.
The court has now reached a conclusion once and for all.
But of course, as for this pitiful mock trial, let's just forget this never happened, shall we?
Heh, look at all you want, but you'll never find any blood on this sorry piece of meat. Look at it! Look at it with your sorry eyes! Look at it! Look at it!
Look at it!
I feel like we made this joke before, too.
I think we did.
Oh, see, once again, that's when SpongeBob was really, really, really good.
Oh.
You gave me the ugly! While beefsteak has been filed, and lunch Giselle is said to have ordered, seized from the victims directly from the table directly following the incident. I will look at it. I'm gonna look at it right now. Oh,
which one are we examining?
which one? I'm examining the beefsteak.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe there was gonna be something underneath it,
Oh!
but what?
Yeah, go ahead and examine the beefsteak.
Yeah, what? What do you mean, like examine? Like click on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. What the hell's that? What? What is that?
This is a Koban. Judging by the seal, I'd guess it's from the Hue area.
She took the old man's steak.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the point. Why was our Koban sitting under this beefsteak? Hold on a second. Did you say Hawaii? Whatever era?
Oh, that's right. It's covered in meat sauce, but that shouldn't decrease its value.
A Koban from the Hawaii. Where have I heard that before?
I've heard of pearls before swine, but the gold before bovine would be a first.
I really doubt we'll ever hear that again. Honestly, it's incredible that we even found this. Wait, you're telling me that nobody even bothered? I'm gonna examine it again. Like the actual
beefsteak?
the coin itself, see if that does anything.
Oh. It's hard to believe such a precious coin will be lying under a... Especially considering that object from the Hue area valuable.
Yeah, and now it's covered with all that thick gravy.
Getting hungry, Naruto?
Very funny. Well, the next time someone serves me beefsteak at a restaurant, I'll be sure to give the meat a careful flip before I dig in.
I hope you aren't mistaking beefsteak for some kind of lottery.
We found a Koban during this found a Koban under this beefsteak. The only reasonable conclusion. Okay.
And there's one more piece, the bovine look, the logo thing.
Oh. Look at the engraving on this plate. Maybe it's a cat?
It's a cow. Beefsteak truly is the king of Western cuisine. All Western-style restaurants have iron plates with custom engravings like this.
Then this must be the signature of La Quantros.
Okay, whatever.
Well, the big thing is like we know that coin's under. We know what she did.
Okay.
Was the blood I saw only an illusion? This time it's certain. We lost.
Naruto. The gavel still hasn't swung on your fate.
Huh?
Believe in yourself. Keep looking forward till the bitter end.
Believe in myself? There's only one thing left to do. I need to look it over one more time.
No issues were found with the evidence requested by the defense. Therefore, the inspection of all the evidence in question ends here. Do you have any objections, attorney?
The bloodstain was supposed to be the finishing blow. Are there any more clues I can find in the doctor's beefsteak? Yes!
Yes, there are still more clues. We're almost done, please!
Hold on really quick.
Yep.
I hear somebody up. Who the hell's at the door? The hell? That's weird. Somebody was ringing the doorbell, but there's nobody at the door.
Did you update your camera?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There's nobody around. Odd.
You got ghosts.
I mean, that'll be creepy. Oh, thanks for telling me now there's somebody at the door. Phone. Never mind. I figured out what it was. Okay. Your Honor, please wait. This beefsteak right here still holds a shocking truth within it. The only shocking thing here is the abnormal obsession with that beefsteak.
Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware, but we can talk about that boring little details all day, but it'll never amount to anything.
You've come this far. It's only fair to inspect every piece. This is a decision held by the Supreme Court. My sincerest apologies, milady.
I thought we were allies. Are you sure that was right? Are you sure that was the right thing to say?
Your Honor.
The court. Oh, jeez. The court orders the defense to explain further. Point out the lead you say was hidden in the beefsteak's dish at the victim's table. I guess the steak itself?
Yep. See, here's I'm wondering if we never did this beforehand, how would we know to do this?
Right. Well, I think it'd be the only logical explanation, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, examine.
What? What is that?
Oh, we just did this.
Yeah. No, that's not the point. Why was there a coupon sitting under the beefsteak? Hold on
I
a
skipped
second. Yeah, I can't really skip it. I'm just covered meat sauce one because yeah, okay, yeah, this is the exact same thing. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, present.
Oh, we clicked examine, didn't we?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Well, now, that makes sense. But wait a minute. Do we present the steak or do we present the coin? Or does it matter?
I think this. Just the steak. I think it's just on it altogether.
All right.
Oh, this is.
Coupon?
What in the world is that?
This is a Hawaii-era Koban. Giselle, this is allegedly the beefsteak you were eating before you murdered John Watson. Could you explain why something like this was hidden under the meat?
What are you talking about? As if I would know. I've never seen that before. Don't bring me into your Japanese nonsense.
Who cares about that? It's just a Koban under the meat. I'm sure it wound up there by coincidence due to some chef's carelessness.
What kind of kitchen randomly gets something like this mixed in with their food? When we happened to turn up the steak, there was a Hawaii-era Koban wedged underneath. If this really has no relation to the incident, then I will gladly quit the exchange program.
He has a point. Excuse me, Your Honor.
What is it, attorney?
When we turned over the meat, we found a Koban under it. If this really has nothing to do with this incident, then I will gladly step down as an attorney. No one asked you to be the one to be one in the first place. Damn. So if you want to stop, then go right ahead.
The only thing here that has nothing to...
Wait. Damn it. Hold on.
You do it again?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem that bad. Okay.
Oh, my back.
We're stable again. We're stable. For people watching, if you need to refresh right now, looks like we're okay. Nope, I jinxed it. Son of a duh. Okay, no, I'm watching it. I'm watching it again. Damn. No. Okay. Now it's set. Now we're good. But I'm gonna wait a couple seconds just to make sure it stays like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it went down again. Damn. This one's very erratic.
That's not good.
Like right now it's good. But now I need to keep my eye on it to see why the hell it's doing that. It seems fine. Okay. I think we're good. Did you say a line from Giselle?
No. The only thing here that has nothing is you, little boy.
Then why am I on trial?
Mhm.
In any case, we must find the owner of this Koban and listen to what he has to say.
The owner of this Koban?
Yeah, now that I think about it, there's only one man it could belong to. The owner of the Koban hidden underneath this beefsteak is none other than... And this guy.
Salman Sano.
That would be the owner of the Hall of Discard Antique Shop, Salman Sano Garashi. We had name.
Sono.
Hi. How typical of the Japanese to have such bizarre names.
Coming from a woman named Giselle.
Right? As I recall, that's the name of the old man who testified alongside the soldier earlier.
Yes, Your Honor.
Indeed, he mentioned a Koban earlier. He testified that when the crime occurred,
I crept under the table and hit a sharp punch. I don't have to. Come under the table? What are we talking about? Search for an all item. Come on, from Hawaii.
a Hawaii area Koban? Then this must be his.
Wait! Why would a Koban from an antique shop end up hidden underneath a beefsteak on the victim's dining table? I think we should all hear a reason for that from the owner of the Koban himself.
Bailiff, have the two witnesses from earlier be brought back in here as soon as possible.
Can we not?
Find them. Find them immediately.
Now I feel it's dragging a little.
Yes.
Who'd have thought that those two would come back up at this point? In any case, call it a hunch, but I'm almost certain. If I explain why this Koban was under the beefsteak, I have no doubt that this will lead the way to the truth behind this incident.
Why can't we just say he lost it?
To be continued.
Nope.
Oh, wow, now every one of them is up there?
What business do you have with me now? It is time for me, Uzukumaru, to feed my son, Kuromaru, eat his meal. When my boy Kuromaru gets hungry, he's more ferocious than a street mutt.
When we treated as mere dogs of the police will reveal their bold false witness. I caught a bitch. We were branded as discard of ourselves before being banished from these halls of judgment. If heretofore have I decided, thus shall I carry on into my twilight, never more to utter a word.
Please confirm one thing for us, owner of the Hall of Discard. Have you seen this Koban before?
Oh! What? Oh my god. Look at a baby. He's like, what the hell did you just do to my papa? Did he like straight up like stab him in the foot like that, or?
No, he dropped it because he was like, and he threw it up in the air and it just landed on his toe.
I was gonna say, like, how the hell did he stab him? Like, was his foot up there? Oh. That indeed is. Truly that is, indeed. No doubt that is indeed truly. That glimmering, glowing, heroic relic that I lost on that abominable day. What? I knew it. Young one, would you enlighten the senile old fool who knows not how much time he has left? Where did my fallen rare treasure disappear to? I don't know if fallen is the right term for it, but...
Your Koban was wedged between a spicy piece of meat and an iron plate.
What? It was between meat and an iron plate, you say?
Needless to say, it is impossible for a coin to fall into such a place. In other words, someone was hiding it there.
What Koban was hidden between a piece of meat and an iron plate? Who was it? Who committed this atrocious act? With all due respect, may I say something? Detective Hosanaga?
You may, Detective.
As you all know, I infiltrated the restaurant as a waiter in order to secretly investigate a series of incidents. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, that's wrong voice. Yes, you did mention undercover investigation. La Quantros is a high-class restaurant where foreigners and wealthy customers gather. Recently, a certain individual started stealing from customers using a similar tactic. Indeed, that's what was reported to the Imperial Police Headquarters.
The world is full of despicable cowards, to be sure.
Many of the victims are foreigners. Thus, we were ordered to resolve the matter post-haste. So the reason you infiltrated the restaurant? Yes, I disguised myself as a waiter to catch this detestable, atrocious individual red-handed. It's plausible that this Koban was another one of the thief's targets.
There's a great thief in La Quantos? You were unaware of this.
Yaragarasu?
Right? I was just about to say. I suppose the restaurant has already seen enough crime.
You know it's a persona in Persona 4?
The Yatagarasu is?
The Yaragarasu, yeah.
Ooh!
I still gotta play Persona 5.
Yes, you do.
Whether they be called a great thief is up for debate, but the identity of the individual who hid the Koban is obvious. What? Really?
Alright, defense, let's hear it. Let's hear it then. The detestable thief who stole this old man's koban and hid it under the beefsteak is...
So... just to make sure we're on the same page here. Isn't it Uzukumaru? Because I'm wondering why the hell would it be Giselle?
Right. Well, she switched the...
See, yeah, I'm confused about that. It's like, I think we're jumping the gun. And I'm pretty sure we know already that she switched the plates.
But she didn't know what was underneath it.
Exactly.
So it may be this... He's a soldier of the Imperial Army.
So that wouldn't look good of him stealing.
Right.
And the thing is, remember, because the game gives you subtle hints. When they were up there way earlier talking about losing the coin, like he kind of looked toward Uzukumaru, and he was hesitant. So it's like, what the hell, you know? So I'm going with my gut here. I'm saying Uzukumaru.
Okay.
Of course! It couldn't be anyone but you! Sergeant Uzukumaru!
you little... Look at the baby.
That's what I'm laughing at.
My daddy!
Delinquent! I've heard enough!
Delinquent?
Koban thief! A great thief of the Quantos! You're really going to indict my son, Kuramaru? He's the culprit?
Wow, you're gonna pin it on your child, your baby?
Oh my god.
Wow. How could you pin your own crimes on an innocent little baby? That's awful. You're the most delinquent one in this court, Sergeant Uzukumaru. That is so jacked up. It's funny, but it's jacked up.
Oh. No! Gallop.
What the hell?
What has happened?
Did he kill him? Oh. What the?
What?
No, baby. What was all that?
I guess that was his breakdown?
I guess.
Oh my god. Wario!
Wow, Luigi.
Imperial Army... No. Imperial Army Sergeant Uzukumaru reporting for duty.
Why is the baby?
This is so weird.
I think like when he said gallop gallop, there was like a little like a music like. I think that's what, I heard a bit of that.
Do you even know? Do you know how shockingly little the Empire pays its soldiers to protect our lands? Indeed, the temporary tax increases from our last war have yet to be repealed. I'm told that lower-ranking soldiers are living especially destitute lives. All I wanted was to be able to give Kumararu more food.
So you decided to start stealing from others?
The Quantos caters to the wealthy. Once every 3 days, I visit the restaurant to hunt for my prey. All the while biting off chunks of that delectable beefsteak.
Sure enough, he doesn't look like someone who could use a knife and fork.
So you did steal Sonogarashi's koban. I did. Stealing from him was easier than taking candy from a baby. I deposited the coin in my pocket.
Quite a great thief indeed.
I moved to escape, leaving behind my half-eaten beefsteak. Suddenly, a murder unfolded before you.
No, wait, I was... sorry, I was not... No,
Sorry.
No, you're good. A murder unfolded before you.
If someone happened to check my pockets, my reputation will be ruined. Horrified by the very idea, I hid the koban. I shoved it under the beefsteak, hoping that I might find it again someday. This is ridiculous. Oh.
I grow incredibly weary of being forced to bear witness to such a worthless farce of a trial.
Giselle!
Oh, how improper of us. This time I swear to end this senseless bore of a trial. Wakanda. All I ask is that you go home with a smile on your face, milady.
I'm gonna keep saying Wakanda when he does that.
I know. And thankfully, hopefully this is the only case where we see him.
Probably.
Indeed. This child-rearing soldier was the one who stole Sonohu Higurashi's koban. But I can't say with confidence that his theft is related to murder.
Exactly. What kind of barbarian will hide a coin under meat? Only the Japanese, I suppose.
Barbarian?
Even worse, he gnawed at it without using so much as a knife and a Even the barbarians are more civilized than you lot. Britons spit on that kind of conduct.
Now that all doubts have been cleared from that testimony, the court will now allow the witness to leave. Says, you are free to return, my lady.
Then I shall be taking my leave. I bid you all farewell.
Get your ass back over there.
Ciao.
What's wrong, Naruto? This is no time to be daydreaming.
Well... Something about Giselle's parting words just bothered me is all. Wait, what did she say again? Hold on.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Ciao.
No, I think even before. So what kind of barbarian would hide a coin under meat? Only the Japanese. Even worse, he gnawed at it without using so much as a knife and fork. Even the barbarians are more civilized than you lots. Britons spit on that kind of conduct. And I shall be taking my leave. I bid you all farewell. Ciao. Is she talking about the whole thing about using a knife and fork?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can't get my mind off of it. It's like when I found the contradiction in her testimony earlier.
Then you have to speak. Don't overthink it. Don't even think about it at all.
Huh?
You can think of it after you talk. Now object before the trial ends.
Ooh. Sorry,
Okay.
speed a little, slow down a little bit there for no reason. Giselle, wait!
Is there still something you need?
This is my last question, Giselle, and I mean it. I just need you to explain one thing for me. There was a contradiction in your parting words. I need you to explain that.
Come again?
What contradiction?
What are you trying to pull?
What do you mean, Naruto? Did you notice something about her parting words? What kind of barbarian would hide a coin under meat? Only the Japanese, I suppose. Even worse, he nodded it without using so much as a knife and fork. Even the barbarians are more civilized than you lot. Britain spit upon that kind of conduct.
I knew it. There's definitely a decisive contradiction in there.
Very well, attorney. I offer you to present your evidence. Show us the evidence that proves there is a contradiction in Miss Giselle Britt's statements.
I'm still getting a little confused.
Me too.
Cause when it was like, you know, going along, you know, like, you know how the noises happen for each thing, it did a little bling at the last statement about the whole thing about even the barbarians have more class than you.
My brain is not.
Yeah, I'm getting a little. Why can't we just say, like, she switched?
Yeah, why do we have to go through all this? We get it.
Like, we understand she switched it now, but the thing is like, is it a crime scene photo? Because no, it's the other photo of the victim.
Which one?
That the photo of the victim straight up. That's not the right steak. But I don't know. Like I'm stupid. Like I'm being dumb here because I know it's right in our face.
Right.
It's just like getting to the point that the game wants us to get at. That's always been the you want to say the appeal of the Ace Attorney series is like, you may know what you need to do, but it's like getting to it.
There.
Hold on. What kind of barbarian would hide a coin under the meat? Only the Japanese, I suppose. Even worse, he gnawed at it without so much as using a knife and fork. Wait, how would she know he didn't use a knife and fork? Does that matter?
I don't know how. Well, the only thing that stands out to me is in the crime scene.
Even the barbarian.
There's a knife and a fork. But I don't think that makes any sense.
But that is a contradiction, isn't it? She is adamant. She's adamant that they did not use a knife and fork. Yet, there's a knife and fork. Supposedly her beefsteak.
Right.
So.
But what's tripping me up is that how do we not know that was the utensils she used?
Because is this not? This is a crime scene of. This is a photo of their table.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty sure. Yeah, she switched the plates.
But how do we know she switched the utensils? You know what? I'm gonna yellow it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna present the crime scene photo.
Okay.
Okay, so no penalty things yet.
Did it go away?
Yeah, they went away.
That's what I'm thinking. It's probably is. I'm gonna do it too.
Okay. This is the photograph taken immediately following the incident, yes?
Feast your eyes on a beefsteak plate at their dining table. Now look here.
And this is the beefsteak that Miss Brett was eating before the crime, correct?
To be more precise, this is the beefsteak on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
Here we go. Okay.
What does it matter? They both mean the same thing.
If you look closely, you might notice something unusual about the beefsteak.
What? What's unusual about it?
That would be the way the meat was cut, of course.
Oh, the way that the meat, yeah, the way the meat's cut. If he chewed on it,
It'd have like a curvature.
yeah. So it's teeth marks. But if she used a knife and fork,
It would be a straighter
it
edge.
would be clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's okay. That's pretty good.
Have you caught on yet, Giselle?
Explain yourself.
Now, Giselle made a strange claim before. She said that she would never bite into a beefsteak without using a knife and fork.
Well, of course, she is a lady after all.
Now look at the way the meat was cut. That is a weird way to cut into meat if you were using a knife.
Right.
As you can see, these patterns are animalistic bite marks.
Ah! Looks like she's seen her mistake too.
Oh, boo, boo. If the witness had elegantly eaten her meal with a knife and fork, then the beefsteak wouldn't have crude bite marks like this.
But regardless of how she ate it, what are you getting at?
Maybe. Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, what is the matter, my-lady?
I really must excuse myself. I'll be late for my afternoon tea date with the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Oh, but I promise you this trial will be over so very soon. Leave it to me, Prosecutor. Leave it to me, Prosecutor Ouchie. Okay.
Shut your mouth, full-ride samurai scum!
Oh,
Wow.
wowie.
I feel terrible saying this.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously we don't mean what we're saying. This is acting, obviously, but it feels bad saying some of this stuff.
If it says anything that is racial, I refuse.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa. Oh, she's really losing her composure now.
It looks like she's finally starting to understand. She knows what the bite marks imply.
What? Narahudo? A what, Narahudo?
This time, the puzzle's really coming together. First, she claims to use a fork and knife, but her steak is covered in bite marks. Then, the bloodstain I remember somehow disappeared. And now, I have evidence that can prove who the culprit is. The one who really shot Dr. Watson.
Indeed, those bite marks may be unusual. But I still fail to see what this clears up.
Why, it clears up everything, of course.
Everything?
I'd wager that these disgusting bite marks are connected to a decisive piece of evidence. The evidence that will finally prove who really shot Dr. Watson.
I am fed up listening to you prattle on. What decisive evidence could you possibly have? It doesn't exist. It is so like you Japanese to try a cheap bluff like this.
Wow. What makes you sure about that? Sorry, I dropped something.
No, you're good.
Simple. Had such a thing existed, it would have been presented long ago.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying!
Yes, you're right, that it hasn't been presented yet.
What?
But even if it hasn't been presented, that evidence still exists.
That's absurd! Who keeps evidence hidden this far into the trial? That sort of thing doesn't just happen.
But I know exactly the person who possesses such evidence. Once I request that evidence, this entire mystery surrounding this incident will be resolved.
Very well. This will be my last request to you, attorney. Tell us who holds the final piece of evidence that will expose the truth.
Is it not Hosonaga?
Yeah, since he's hoarding all the evidence. So he would have the switch stake.
Okay. Of course! That would be Detective Hosonaga! What do you mean, of course? Huh? I would never conceal evidence. That's preposterous.
Aw.
No, that's not what I meant at all. I'd like everyone to focus on this. The bite marks on this beefsteak.
The bite marks?
Earlier, Sergeant Uzukumaru said this. Biting off chunks of that delectable beefsteak. Then he stole other guy's koban and hid it under the beefsteak.
Well, what do you think you're doing, kid? You think you can fight a soldier?
Sergeant, I have a question for you. Just to make sure. You did hide this koban under your own beefsteak, right?
Yeah, of course! While I may be a soldier. I have not the gall to just slip something under the lady's meal right in front of her.
In other words, Detective Hosonaga actually presented your own beefsteak to the court.
But isn't that strange? This beefsteak was found on the victim's table.
She claims I've used a fork and knife, and she had no way to steal the koban.
Of course not. The very thought is an insult to the great British Empire.
If all of this is true, what are we supposed to make of this contradiction?
Oh, I see now. Are you saying the sergeant switched his own meal to victims? Well, is that what you're saying?
The truth is, at the time of the incident... Bang. When the man was murdered right in front of me, my mind went... Before I realized what I was doing, I had turned over my beefsteak and hidden the koban. That waiter came over and revealed he was a detective preventing my escape. If that detective looked under my meat, he would have shattered my life to pieces. I saw an opening when the student was being arrested and led to the kitchen. I switched my beefsteak with Miss Brett's as fast as I could.
He switched it, not that she switched it.
Interesting.
Although, why would she switch? Never mind, okay.
I didn't know anything about that. I did not witness that.
I executed my strategy as fast as lightning. There was no time to think. In that moment, there were no other options. That's right. I had no choice but to do it.
What? What?
However, rest assured, prosecutor.
Assured of what?
I swear to you, as an Imperial soldier, I have now told you everything. That's my whole story.
I didn't want to hear your story to begin with.
It has now been established that the beefsteaks were switched. That means Sergeant Uzukumaru took Miss Brett's meal and brought it to his own table.
Indeed, that seems to be the case.
Detective Hosonaga. Yes. I remember what you said about the beefsteaks. You collected both Giselle's and Sergeant Uzukumaru's beefsteaks, right? You seized both of them as evidence.
Oh!
Yeah, you bite that.
Okay.
Indeed,
All
I
right.
did. Indeed, I did. Now's the time to present the other one. It's been a while since we made a joke. Show us the beefsteak that tray that was on Miss Brett's table before the switch. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
This. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is good.
Yes.
What is that beefsteak supposed to prove? There's no way that cold, dry, stiff piece of meat can...
You're making
Hold
fun
on,
of
I need
me,
some
huh?
water.
Uh-huh.
What?
So you're making fun of me, and now you're laughing.
I'm sorry. Can have any relation to this incident.
That simply isn't going to fly, milady.
What is wrong with you?
First off, you should be able to remember this. What was it that brought the beefsteaks into this debate again?
Aren't you the one who brought it up?
The source of this debate all began with this man's memory.
His memory?
At that moment, I saw it clearly.
The
The
beefsteak.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no,
Why
you're
am I
good.
talking?
No, you're good. The beefsteak dish that should have been right behind Dr. Watson definitely had a bloodstain on it.
I have faith in the defendant's memory. The one piece of evidence that corroborates his memories is the lady's beefsteak plate.
Damn, I really like this cornered theme.
Me too. It's really good.
Holy crap, it's really good. It might beat the other ones a little bit. Oh, okay.
Very well, the detective. I hereby order you to present the other beefsteak. Show us Miss Britt's beefsteak. God, that's a tongue twister. The one that was moved to the soldier's table.
Anime pose. Yes, Your Honor. Music slowed down for a little bit. I apologize for the wait. This is the other beefsteak.
Son of a...
Please, look to your heart's content. Look at it! Look at it! The bloodstain. I can see it. And now you all see the truth. This bloodstain here confirms it. When the victim was shot, his back was turned to me.
In other words, it is impossible for Naruto to have shot the victim.
It can't be! The only one who could have shot Dr. Watson was in front of him at the time. And only one person meets that description. Do I need to continue? That's right. That person would be Giselle Britt. You are the culprit!
Ooh, got chills.
Break down,
There you
break
go.
down. OBS, if you act up right now, I'm gonna
Just
throw...
don't say anything!
The hell?
Can't believe this. These damned Japanese have bested me.
What the? Ah!
Oh! Shut up! 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 Damn you!
Yep.
Damn you all!
There's chickies.
Oh, he's got a brown one.
Oh, what the hell? What was
What
that?
just happened?
That was great. That was a pretty cool one.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God for no buffers. But that was a really cool breakdown.
Yay. I was like, did she just lay these eggs? Oh god.
Ah, straight up Kefka, like Final Fantasy VI. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
My deepest apologies. I seem to have lost myself in a state of despair for a moment. Like Danganronpa, I love that game. That was most unbecoming of a lady of the Great British Empire. I beg your forgiveness.
Now, witness, will you finally tell us the truth?
Gladly.
Thank goodness.
The one who killed the good doctor with Curer was me. You all have already guessed why I chose that specific day to carry out my plan. I already knew that he would have a tooth removed that day.
Until the doctor died, and if the water was investigated, no poison would be found. Because in Japan, Curer might as well not exist.
On that day, I had not planned for such a long stay in that restaurant. One sip was all I needed. I was to ensure he drank this, and that would be the end of it. First, I ordered the beefsteak to place in front of him so that it would seem like he was dining alone. I had intended to withdraw from the scene immediately after, however. A suddenly an unexpected individual appeared.
Would that be me?
Yes, of course, I'm referring to you. You just had to come up and say hello even though you had no pressing... I lost my chance to withdraw from the scene. Eventually, the doctor drank his glass and lost consciousness. I propped up his body on the chair so he wouldn't fall over and cause a scene. This was the point of no return. There, in the spur of the moment, I concocted my plan. Plan to frame the defendant for Dr. Watson's death. The doctor always carried that pistol for self-defense. I realized that I could use it for my advantage. On that day, I had brought with me a small bottle of Curare within my hand. But, underneath my skirt, I had also concealed a pistol of my own.
I was joking when I said lift up your skirt, but yep, look what she was hiding.
Bang bang, man.
Bang bang. She was packing, but not what we're thinking of.
Oh my god.
Under your skirt. I knew it. There really were two pistols.
Yes.
Then, by the time I had finished my coffee and moved to leave the restaurant, you had already thrown his pistol on the floor, right? You put it in my line of sight. You knew I would walk by you on the way out.
Just as I planned, you took notice of the stray pistol. Then, just when you picked it up,
Bang.
That was when you fired your hidden pistol. Never mind. The doctor was already dead by that time, so you shot his corpse.
the sound of the gunshot echoed within the establishment, and the waiter appeared.
I restrained the defendant, whom I thought was the culprit, and I locked him in the storeroom at the back of the kitchen.
That was my chance to turn to the doctor's chair so his back was facing the table.
Oh, naturally. That was when Dr. Watson would appear as though he had been shot by the defendant.
That's all I have to say. I've told you everything about my crime.
But why, though?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you reasoning. What's your motive?
Ow.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if you would be so kind, I would like to have a private chat with you after the trial.
Very well. I will call for you.
And with that, I bid all of you farewell. I hope you'll forgive me one day, as a Naruhodo.
Go suck a fat one.
You racist biatch.
I'll say it. Bitch! There we go.
And thus, this trial seems to have finally come to a clear conclusion. Do you have any objections, Prosecutor Aochi?
Impossible! Takatsuchi Achi! I've been defeated by an amateur university student!
Yes. Hereafter, your walk down the prosecutor's path will be a fair bit harsher.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo! Yes? I swear to you, until the end of days, the Aochi clan will be a royal pain in your side!
And boy, is it ever.
Yep.
The prideful men of old will be toppled by the younger generation. That's the natural course of history. Make sure your descendants know that as well.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Damn, that's
Well,
smooth.
Yep. 100 generations may pass, but your descendants will never rival to this man.
Damn right. I love how friggin' Ryunosuke, he like just freaking dove out of the way.
He's like, bye.
He's like, okay.
On this day, the trial held within our most hallowed Supreme Court marks the beginning of a new chapter in the history of law. Even standing here as your own attorney, your defense was superb.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In this current age, the court is where the truth pursues the evidence of evidence and logic. And as you all know, it has been decades since our country's borders were open to the world. Due to the knowledge brought from the West, the country now knows the concept of science. Science will breathe life into new methods of investigation and the trial. What waits us beyond the door to the future of law? As the new generation of the law, it is your responsibility to open that door. Kazuma Asogi. Yes. After this trial, you will begin your journey to the British Empire as a student of law. A vast world and new culture await you. Make sure you learn from it. Accomplish the mission imposed upon you. Understood, Your Honor.
What's wrong? You've gone so tense.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. And you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Sir!
I cannot be exactly sure what it is, but I sense astounding potential. Where will you go from here? I'll be waiting at the edge of my seat.
Well, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Aw. Now then. I shall declare the final verdict for the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Not guilty.
Woo!
Woo! That's
Woo!
flower petals in
Petals in
the
the courtroom.
flower petals in the courtroom. Fake confetti in the courtroom.
I think those are
Cherry
maybe
blossom?
cherry blossoms.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Court is adjourned. We did it.
We did it. Good job. Unfortunately, it looks like our revelations did not come true. So, what I was thinking was the glass that she had hidden. I thought maybe somehow, some way she coated that with poison.
Yeah.
So, like, when he drank from that glass, that's how he got, you know, oof. But, you know,
Right.
it's all good. She simply did it just to make sure it looked like only one person. But anyway, yay. Let's finish up this case.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm really standing here now. I survived a battle in the Supreme Court.
Naruhodo, you've really done it. Let me be the first to congratulate you.
Oh, that's what Mia says!
Oh, I really had a terrible thought in my head right now.
Oh no!
I'm not
Never
even...
mind, don't worry, nope,
Yeah,
don't
no.
entertain it.
Then let me be the first to thank you, Asogi.
Your defense was exhilarating to watch. Just don't forget you owe me an extra large beef hot pot from Yume Cafeteria.
Brilliant work today, both of you. Oh, whoops.
A not guilty verdict. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart.
Hello there, legal assistant Mikotoba. You really came through for us.
Oh, no, I haven't done anything.
Thank you very much. If it weren't for these documents, I can't bear to imagine what might have happened.
You should save your thanks for my father. All I did was follow his instructions to rush to Yume University.
Your father. I remember.
I'm deeply sorry if I interrupted in trial. I'm a legal assistant, Miss Susato. Mikotoba.
Mikotoba. That would mean...
Hello, everyone. Good work out there. Lufa Man. You surprised me especially, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no. I should be the one to thank you. After all, you exposed the culprit's true identity. The person who deprived my friend of his life.
His friend. Well, come to think of it, you mentioned that earlier. You were the one that invited Dr. Watson to Yume.
Yes, that is correct.
Professor Mikotoba spent several years studying in the British Empire. Is that when you came to know Dr. Watson?
Yes, that is correct. We began working together at a certain hospital during my time abroad, you see.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Ah, it's ancient history. Let's talk about something more important. Odd. Asoki,
Yeah.
it's your turn now.
Oh.
The Great British Empire is the de facto ruler of the world. It's truly a grand civilization. Science, medicine, industry, culture, and even criminology. You will bear witness to what unfolds in the heart of the world.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to see my mission through its end. And I'll carry the soul of the Asuki family all throughout.
Are you still going to carry that katana around after you arrive in the British Empire?
Of course. The katana is the heart of the Japanese people. A sharp blade that can cut through anything. It'll guide me on the road ahead.
Honestly, it's frightening just how sharp that blade really is.
Oh, yes, come to think of it. What will happen to that woman? The true culprit behind Dr. Watson's murder, Giselle Britt.
You want to know about her? Well, to be honest, I don't like talking about it.
What do you mean? Since she's the culprit, she'll be taking a child next, right?
She's leaving this country. She should be headed to Shanghai soon.
Wait, Shanghai? Oh, whoops. Hold on.
What?
The frames decided to drop right here.
Ah!
We're so close. It's okay. At least it's happening now, so... But in case you guys missed it, it should be fixed now. In case you guys missed it, like, she's leaving the country going to Shanghai. Shanghai?
Oh, she will never be judged in this empire.
What? Why not?
Oh, not this again.
Who the hell is this person?
Do the invocation of extraterritorial rights. Oh,
Oh,
detective.
Detective Hosonaga.
That was a truly wonderful display of modern child tactics today. Let me congratulate you on the hard-fought...
Wait, before you do, what do you mean by an invocation of extraterritorial rights?
Our empire is unable to judge that foreign woman's crimes.
We're unable to judge her? Then who on earth will judge her sins?
God.
Our only trial will be the consular courts of the British Empire.
Consular courts?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But what a sad state of affairs this is, Professor. The Japanese Anglo Alliance Treaty should have rendered these rights powerless.
Yes, that is correct.
So long as there isn't a grave incident of political... Invoking one's extraterritorial right shouldn't be so simple.
Is that so?
Our empires must have made some sort of secret agreement behind closed doors. It's an injustice no matter how you look at it.
Giselle Britt can't be judged in this empire?
I'd say she saw the child as little more than a mere game. She knew there would be no danger to her well-being from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
The Great British Empire's Ministry of Foreign Affairs appealed for her extradition.
The British government wants to handle this murder situation in a discreet manner. What the I'm sorry,
What?
hold on really. What the hell's going on in chat? Like, what the hell's... What are we making a big deal out of right now? Seriously? Like, I'm not... No, I'm... F it. I'm like mentally checked out sometimes from you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Moving forward, we have to be the ones to bring forth change. The world is in deep turmoil as we head toward a 20th century. Someday, the day will definitely come when the hammer of justice will be brought upon her.
Yes, it definitely will. We'll change the world until it does.
Alright, let's be done with this serious talk. How about we all celebrate together this evening? Professor Mikotoba, we're gonna have hamburgers?
Burgers!
That would be great. We won't change anything if we just stand around looking grim. Let's celebrate Ryunosuke's Naruhodo's acquittal with a blast. Couldn't breathe.
Feel free to come celebrate at La Quantros. I, Hosonaga, will make preparations for a very special dinner. Mr. Hosonaga, you're supposed to be a detective, right? Now, let's not fret over the smaller details. Let us go. Will the professor be joining us? Of course, I hear the cutlets of La Quantros are most exquisite.
And I'll go finish the procedures for Naruhodo's acquittal.
Thank you very much. Our empire is powerless to try Giselle Britt in court. Does that mean we'll never know the truth? Why did she murder Dr. Watson?
Yes, why?
Asogi.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
You're good.
What is it, Naruhodo?
Let me thank you again. You really saved my life today.
I didn't do anything at all. Which one of us was your attorney again?
Asogi, I know you'll be the best attorney in the world.
I wonder about that. To tell you the truth, during that trial, I kept thinking, maybe you're the one who is meant to be an attorney all along.
Damn right. I mean, huh? What are you talking about?
The only time I really helped you was at the beginning of the trial. You have a talent for being an attorney.
No way! I never want to go through another terrifying battle like that again. Besides, all I did was listen to what you told me. I just believed in you.
That is exactly why you have a talent for it.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Naruhodo. What do you think is an attorney's most valuable weapon?
Well, I guess his knowledge of the law would be pretty important. Maybe my schlong?
Wrong and wrong. It's the power to believe.
The power to believe?
You just gotta believe!
An attorney fights for his client. No matter what, it all starts with belief. Here, take this Magatama.
Yay! That's true. You believed in me.
None of us are omnipotent, and that includes me. I'm only human. Despite that, I have to believe in something when I'm standing at the defense bench. In court, when you're backed into a corner and you have nowhere left to turn, it's hard to keep believing in what you must believe in. It's definitely not something that anyone could do.
To believe in your client.
And today, you believed in an amateur student like me to the end.
Huh?
No matter how many desperate situations you were thrust in, you didn't stop carrying on. You never doubted my words, and you seized the truth with your own hands.
Asogi.
Naruhodo, there's actually something I want to talk to you about. I, Kazuma Asogi, Kazuma Asogi, have a heartfelt request for you.
What's with all the sudden formality? Damn it. Okay. Oh, are you both still here?
They're about to kiss.
I love you. Oh, Detective Hosanaga. I've gotten a rickshaw for us. Now, let us depart.
I see. My apologies. We should get going now. Naruhodo, we'll talk about that later. For now, let's go celebrate your victory.
And don't forget about your trip to the British Empire, too.
Ah, yes, you're right. That too. I don't have a good feeling about...
I have a very, 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 very bad feeling, but we'll leave it. Thus, my very first courtroom battle drew to a close. Good, because my ass is starting to hurt.
Same.
Asogi, Professor Mikotoba, and even Susato, the legal assistant. Thanks to all their help, I was able to fight until I was declared innocent. But little did I know that Asogi's request, oh shit, here we go, would cause a huge change in my life, setting me in a path I walk now. I never realized it at the time, but that request was where it all began. Whoo! We did it!
We did it! Oh, God.
Next time we eventually get to this, it'll be episode 2, The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
Gosh.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Yes, please. Da-da-da-dun. And clicking back. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna click on that, because we're not gonna do it today.
Nope.
Whoo! Holy crap! That was... Whoop. My microphone fell. That... Great, now I won't even stay straight. That was a...
save.
Didn't it already save?
I thought it... Did it?
You should
Back?
You should have been able to save, like, now you're back into, like, the episode select.
Yeah, it did, but it said, do you wish to return to the title screen? I said, yes, data has not been saved. Current progress will be lost.
What?
Did it do that for you?
I already saved.
But did that pop up for you?
If I click back again...
Yeah. Okay, so it did. Okay.
Anyway.
I'm scared.
I'm sure you'll be fine. In worst case scenario, we can breeze through this. It's not like what happened to me during Spirit of Justice.
Oh my god.
Oh, I still can't believe that happened.
Me neither.
But yeah, that was, to me, that was a pretty awesome first case of an Ace Attorney game. Long, too. Two to be continued breaks in there.
Yeah, that, like, we were on the right track, but it shouldn't have taken this long.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I love these games, but everything can start to drag if not done. Like, I feel like no matter what, even if you do everything correctly, things are gonna drag. And this case, it was starting to drag toward the end, because it's like, we know already, but we have to go through the game's logic to get to where we need to go. And that's why it was like, oh, come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
But you know what? I enjoyed it like nobody's business. I love the characters so far.
Yes.
I'm super intrigued with the story. I mean, we lots of open-ended things happened here. It's like, okay, she killed Watson, but why? We still maybe we'll eventually find out why. But this right now is showing me that this game is going to keep building upon each other, which I love.
Yes.
And that's why, like, for a game like Dual Destinies, even though it is by far not my favorite Ace Attorney game, I liked the overall arcing story
Mm-hmm.
of the game. The individual cases, maybe not so much. Pixel, thank you so much for those bits. I definitely do appreciate it. So that's why I feel like this game, it looks like each episode is going to be kind of entangled into like a greater story. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of take it from there. Now, obviously, you guys are probably asking, when are we going to record again or stream this again? I don't know. I mean, honestly, we really don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
We'll have to see, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I hope it's not a case where it's like, we're going to tease you guys and like a year later we'll do episode 2. That's not going to happen, but you guys got to remember we have our own lives. We have things going on. So,
Well, the thing is, I might be able to record more at night because my show, unfortunately, the play I was in got postponed. So it may be in May. So that means I won't have rehearsals or anything in the evening, probably until like the end of April.
mm-hmm.
So I should be more available to try to stream. But yeah, if need be, we'll figure it out though.
Yeah, and it probably won't be as, like, we're streaming long. This is long for me. It's a 5.5 hour stream that we just did.
Ugh.
That won't happen again. So we're probably gonna be doing more shorter streams, and once again, don't know about the frequency of it. You know, kind of like what I did these past 2 days. Whenever I stream, I'll let you guys know on YouTube, on Discord. If I know ahead of time, I'll let you guys know even before. And that's that. So thank you for being here with us for this very first episode. Thank you, Danny, for coming here and joining me for this, because this is a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. And that, as they say, is that.